What is your name and current age?
It's Melvin C. Tweedy, 205 Warren Avenue, 94 years old.
Okay. Do I have permission to record this interview?
Sure. What?
Do I have permission to record this
You
interview?
sure do.
Okay, thank you. How old were you when the Korean War started? I think it started in 1953.
50. Well, let me see now. I went in the Army in 1946 and stayed until 1948. Stayed in Korea there. And it was quite an experience. If you can visualize in your brain something that happened years ago that was an experience there. People dressed like they dressed thousands of years ago. Their customs was the same, and Korea had been through some perilous times there. Although we wasn't in a wartime at the time I was there, we could see it. We could see it forming on the horizon there. So many things, and like I said, I had never heard of it, and I didn't visualize what it looked like, but it was something that quite an experience there. The roads were small, the railroad tracks were small, and dirt roads wasn't gravel, it was dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the people traveled by foot and oxen. And they were very smart people. I was stationed at a seaport where the Japanese had used as an anti-aircraft place during the Japanese during the war there. They had tunnels under the place there, and the aircraft guns would come out, fire to planes and zip back up under there.
Mm.
And the people were mostly all agriculture, and they raised mostly wheat.
Mm-hmm.
And they were very, very hard workers there. The elderly people, the lady, they called her Mama San. The father, they called Papa San. And they had a song, national anthem. The name of it was Adida Colgate on Nalaganda. And they could sing it, and they dressed strictly their traditional dress, which was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I had several things that I bought back with me. I bought I believe it was a pair of silk pajamas, and I got a little vase that it's hard to tell how old it is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's beautiful. And those people, the Japanese, almost wiped out the people there,
Mm-hmm.
starved them to death. I have pictures at home of the medical officers. The military wastes a lot of food, and we were no exception. And they had a dump. They went out each day to check the food to throw away. And you've seen these onion sacks where they have holes in them and they breathe. The women was really the workers.
Mm-hmm.
They would be down there waiting for the truck to come down there, and they would fight over the food. and been just as thick if you ever been close to a hog pen.
Mm.
Or the meat, grease and everything were threw away there. And the people were, I tell you the truth, I don't know at the time we was there, or when they doing with Christianity when we was there. It's like they was in such trouble, and they had no military government. The United States rebuilt the MG, they call it there. And that meant, you know, you see police stations around here, military, they was the same way with rebuilding the military government there, and which was a very difficult thing. Up north, above the 38th parallel, all electricity come from North Korea. And the North Koreans, at their convenience, would cut the use off, you know, and down all through there you wouldn't have any electricity, you know. Mm. But they had a difficult time transporting food and all. Like I said, they had them those small rails for the trains. No heat on them. Only thing you had in there, you sit on the floor. And we traveled. We come in at a place at a port at Yeongdeung-po, which was a seaport town at right there close to Seoul, Korea. And I was trying to think. Oh, when we got on the land there from the ship, we seen the oxen. The oxen had hair dragging down to the ground. And I wondered, what in the world was that so much hair on after the first night? I could understand they hadn't even froze to death. Mm. So they had a very difficult time. And the American government done a wonderful job of redoing their place there. Mm-hmm. And the people were very appreciative. Most all the housing, if you could call it housing, there was huts with straw roofs. They had a heating system I never seen or never heard. It had like it was a mud hut with a straw roof, with a heating tunnel up underneath the floor. They didn't have any furniture. They had a comforter that they slept on, and they had a thing that was hard as brick for a pillow. Mm. And I often wondered how in the world they made through the night with it there. But they was very dedicated workers, and with the help of the American government, they certainly brought it back to the feet there.
Well, can Michael ask you some questions then? Some specific questions?
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
So what was it like at home when you left America? Like, what was going on here in the United States?
Well, it was in, are you speaking before I went, or?
Before.
Before. I was a typical 17-year-old boy. I had bought me a motorcycle, and I thought I was on top of the world. And I was trying to think that I was 17, and I couldn't wait till I got a mom that let me join the army. I was 17 in March, went in the army in June, and went overseas in November. So it was a quick redemption there. And back home here, popular bands, Kay Kaiser, one of the noted band leaders, Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, so many more. Music wasn't the type we have today. It was a lot of old-fashioned music,
Yeah.
a lot of country western music. I was working at, when I got 16 years old, I told Mama, this is as far as I'm going to school. The day I was 16, I walked her to school. And I worked at the Hoserville,
At where?
at the Lynchburg Hoserville,
Okay.
on 4th Avenue, Spring Hill Cemetery there. I was making big money. I think I was making about $20-some a week. Which wasn't a whole lot back then.
Mm-hmm.
And back at that particular time, we were no different. Oh, excuse me a minute there.